Welcome to the late night moon stream. Okay. About to have a good time. And live galore. Let's see who comes in. Nomad, how you doing? Jake Eyes, how you doing? Yeah. Saw another great movie. I saw Turbo Kid. Another one of those Canadian films. Has Michael Ironside in it. No, it's a combat commander trench knife. From my country, Canada. It's a combat commander trench knife. It's the cheaper version, but it's actually quite good. It's solid steel knuckles. I've tested this many times. Good blade, high carbon steel. You can't beat it. That being said, what can I say? They do, but it's cheaper, but it's quality. This is good. We'll see. Anyway, I gotta address something, and this is something that from my friend Mike, and I still consider him a friend, but I don't know. Here's the thing. I went on a stream one time, and he still never lets me forget it. And I was a little drunk, and I got a little upset. And in the private chat, I said, F you, Mike. I wrote that in the private chat. And I did apologize. Yeah, it is. True. They're a bit thicker. This one actually is kind of like, it's almost like a spine, like a spinal design, if you can see it. It's like a spinal design, but it works. It's very comfortable in the hand, and with the conical shaped pummel, like cone shaped pummel, it really does its due diligence. Very nice for the thumbs up. Yeah, I know, Jake, guys. I know. I like Mike. I think part of the reason, I guess I was a little drunk, and I did you remember my, I think my 1,000th subscriber, I think it's, and I asked Mike to show up, and he didn't show up to that stream. And that was very disappointing. That I considered him a friend on a big night, Well, thank you, Jay, guys. It's hard for people to understand people with autism, with high functioning autism. This is why I need some friends, that are like me that I can go see because we understand each other. But the point is, I wrote that, I guess, is because I never have any ill will against Mike. It's just that it seems that lately he just we're kind of growing further apart, which is, and I don't think he well, 3 thumbs up. We got 2 viewers left. Kind of growing further apart. We've been friends for a while, but it seems that I'm like the redhead stepchild to him, even though my channel's pretty big. Yeah, it's not just that, okay? It's not just what I wrote or nothing like that. It seems that me and Mike have been growing further apart as time goes on. I don't know what it is. We came together because of the same hobbies. I think when I got involved in that Boyd crowd, which was a big mistake, things didn't go well. But I got away from that, and I'll never do that again. That being said, I just you can't control people, and you can't and if we're gonna drift apart, that's okay. Online friends, Exactly. I've developed a very big audience here on my channel, and I'm not the redheaded stepchild. I mean, I got a lot of subscribers, a lot of good things. That being said, I would like to yeah. I have not. See, I have not. I have basically shown the type of arrowheads that I use, and they may be cheap, but they're very, very lethal arrowheads. Awesome, Jake, guys, awesome. But yeah. I might do a stream where I bring in guests of my own. Cool, CJ, guys. Seen a lot of great stuff. I managed to get this nice and sharpened. Whoa, no, that wasn't a good idea. Ain't that a bitch? Managed to get this nice and sharpened. Ooh. Oh, yeah, it's got a nice edge on it now. Thanks to this new sharpener. Now, I've showed this before, but I love this bolo. This bolo is nice, isn't it? Now it's got a nice edge on it. I can't wait to do some jug cutting in a future video. Yeah. Awesome, C. Awesome. Oh, you got those arrows. Those are for the shotgun. Yes, I would say go for it. For basically the HD, the HD, the HDS the HDS 68. For the HDS 68, yeah. I would not recommend doing it for a pistol. It just doesn't work. I don't think it's a good idea. And I know you can do it, but I wouldn't do it. Yeah. Oh, sure. I could do that, Jake guys. I could. Um, um, let's see. Yes, I like Airgun Alley. I really do. I've actually interviewed Airgun Alley. So awesome, awesome. I will have you on a future stream. We'll have to exchange emails. Now, if you have like an Instagram, it would be a lot easier. But I always say it's a lot easier to basically do this sort of thing, like bring people up, through Instagram than it is through the Gmail. But I can do it through Gmail. Well, I understand. I know you can't do it tonight. I can't do it tonight. That I have to say that for you got to leave. Okay, I can do it. Here's the point. A lot of people, that brings me to another thing about me. A lot of people, when I say something, well, let's do this, they think that's like right away. That I mean now. You know what I mean? Nah, it's never what I mean. I never really mean like, well, let's do this, and I'm thinking maybe we can do this some other time. Gotta figure something out. Another schedule it out. And a lot of people think it's like I'm wanted instantly. It's not. That's a weird thing about our current society. Everything's like instant and like. And when I say, well, maybe like maybe we can like do something, it's like they're thinking it's like we want to do it right now. It's like no. But that's the instant gratification society. Okay, Jake guys. Okay. Airgun Johnny, how you doing? I saw the first part of your video, shooting those air guns. Camo Campa. Camo Campa, I think you'll like this knife. I just got it. I just got this new sharpener from Walmart. As you can see. And I got a nice edge on this blade here. Now, for the airgun guys, you know how YouTube is. If I show anything that looks like a firearm, they're basically going to shut down the stream and give me like a point. And they're basically going to put points on my channel. You know how that is. Their policies stink because I'm not showing any firearms. Thank you, Camo Campo. It has a very 80s look to it. The handles looks 80s. The brass guard. I mean, it's made by a company called Right Edge. It's got a very hard rubberized handle. It's got like a light layer like rubber on it. and very hardcore, you know. Got a nice sheath. I mean, for the price, you can't beat it. Well, awesome. Awesome camo camp. That's awesome. Ooh, that's pretty bad, Jake guys. I'm glad you're all right. Yeah, I sharpening accident. Yeah, had a few of those with my fingers. Not just little cuts recently. Hello, Nancy. I don't know. I'm not banned from his live stream. No, I'm not banned. He didn't ban me from his live stream. That happened a while back, and well, that's a YouTube thing. He didn't do it, and we had a conversation about that. Rex, whoever you are. Now, Rex, you're new here, but any kind of trolling is not tolerated. So. That's what happens when you get a deep cut, Jake. I just relax, chill out, and rest, and let it heal. Well, I haven't seen you in a while. I don't know what Mike. I don't know what Mike's deal is with me. I don't know. He hasn't banned me from his channel, and I think he's an honest guy. The thing is that there was a problem with the with YouTube, and they did that. There are some people, for example, on my channel that I supposedly banned from my channel, but I didn't do it. So it's the YouTube algorithms that do this a lot of times. They mess with people, and well, thank you, Kamakampa. I never had a kukri. It's but this is a bolo. It's kind of similar to a another blade I got. Of this one, I guess. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. The barong. It's Colombian smash. Yeah. Oh boy, Argan Johnny. This is why I branched out to basically places like Rumble and Odyssey. Awesome, Jake guys. Awesome. Now I prefer the barong over the kukri myself. The barong. I prefer this type of when it comes to blades from that region. I prefer the Filipino barong style or smash it over the kukri myself. That's just my personal choice. Here's an old friend. Awesome, Jay, guys. Oh, this is a kind of like came with the knife. It's like a little bushcraft knife. It's similar to what you call them. I forget those knives. It's very similar to those knives that they use for bushcraft a lot. Those Swedish knives. I forget what they're called, but a lot of bushcrafters like to use them. Yes, we can show those. Just no pew-pews. Yes, we can also show bows and arrows and crossbows to a certain extent, as long as they don't look like guns too much. Airgun Johnny. This is why, and speaking of crossbows, there are repeating crossbows that are very badass. Thank you, Camo Campo. So true, Jake guys. So true. Oh, awesome, Jake guys. Thank you, Jake guys. It is a great combo. Oh boy, it's 4 thumbs up. Show me some more love, people. Give me some more, thumbs up to put the algorithms up there. Service. Airgun Johnny. I'll say this: YouTube is almost dead. Okay. I would say that you need to branch out to Odyssey or to two new platforms you need to branch out to: Odyssey and Rumble. Those are going to be the big future streaming big future platforms that are going to be in the future. I mean, YouTube is pretty much dead. All the real interesting content is going to Odyssey and Rumble. So. Oh, cool, Jay guys. Cool. So all the more interesting content is going to Odyssey and Rumble and stuff like that. And you've seen this before in a previous stream. I've shown this. This was a gift given to me by Can Vandal. It's this is a great gift, by the way. Now this is a simple shot frame, the Scout X. This frame is simple shot frames are kind of like AA like the AA brand of air guns, or it's like one of the high end, stuff. This is Simple Shot. So Simple Shot is highly prized by slingshot shooters. Of course, I make my own. So yeah, but that's where I got my start shooting slingshot. So it's my roots are in the slingshot community. So and I can't show any air guns. So awesome, Jake, guys, awesome. There are a lot of great Western blades out there. In my, for example, I do like the European swords. I am a little bit biased towards the European swords over the other swords. Number one, the European swords just look cooler to me, and smoke. Well, thank you, Smoke. God bless you. It's always good to meet a fellow Christian. I do not hide that I am a Christian. I'm a believer. And, you know, it didn't get bent. It's jammed. The barrel's not bent. It's jammed. It's got a pellet stuck in it. um, oh well, thank you, Aragon Johnny. I'm glad you're a fellow believer in Christ. You know. So true, Jay, guys. So true. I do have my when it comes to European swords, right? If I could get one European sword that was both functional and I could put up, let's say, as a set on my mantle, I would say a reproduction of a medieval arming sword would be nice. You know. It is. Awesome, Jay, guys. For me, I just want a two-handed deal. I just want the two-handed kind of deal. No, wait. 14 slip. For me, I want one hand free. And I like from what I can see, the hilt that basically gives you that counterweight when you're basically maneuvering the sword. That one-handed maneuvering is what I like, The two-handed sword is great, don't get me wrong, but I like that one-handed, where you can have something else in your hand, Yes. That's a good one. Yeah, the great sword is okay. It's a good two-handed sword. But I'm partial to the one-handed. Like something I can fit in one hand is always a little bit better for me. You know what I mean? I can maneuver it a lot faster. I can work it. Like this one-handed blade, I can have this in one hand and another weapon in one hand. It gives me more mobility, more dexterity. Awesome. What's the Maragon, Johnny? Rubber steel, pretty good stuff. I've been getting away from the rubber and rubber steel balls towards the more, like nylon, hard riot balls. I've been slowly getting away from those. Pistol is good, Jake, guys. It's always good to have viewers. I just want something that's a reproduction. It looks close to the traditional ones, the old arming swords. They had the hilt. They had like a wooden thing that was covered. They had a wooden handle that was covered with leather. You know. Understandable, airgun Johnny. They're good practice ammo. Magnet, yeah. You know what? Here's something that for you guys out there. You know how in most sitcoms, the father is always the idiot and the woman is the intelligent one, And this is just a cultural observation. If you notice in most sitcoms in recent times, the guy is always the idiot. He's always portrayed as the idiot, and the woman is always the smart one. Here's what I want to do. If I was writing a sitcom or a comedy, for that matter, I would reverse those roles. I would basically make a sitcom where the husband is the smart one. He's the intelligent, masculine guy, right? And the woman is an airhead. And make it funny. Let's see how that sitcom would go. This is a late night moonshine. Tell me, people, would you like to see a sitcom like that on air? Where the woman is depicted as the buffoon and the man is the smart one. Thanks for the 6 thumbs up, people. Love that. 2 prongs up. All right. So I'm just saying, if I wrote a comedy or a sitcom, well, Airgun Johnny, that's a pretty good one. See, the reality, it doesn't match the television. So yeah, I would write it in a heartbeat. I know it would never see the light of day if I made it. I have to make it a movie, maybe a comedy film. But yeah, I love that. Yeah, that would be a funny comedy too. If I was doing it, I tell you what, I'd have like I have scenes like for example, they're a couple on vacation, right? And and basically, uh, she walks right into, like, let's say, she she walks on the slippery floor when there was a sign, slippery wet, you know. That's what I would do. So yeah, I love to do that kind of comedy. I just might write that. I might actually put some writing to that. So that would be an interesting project to do. Um, you got a lot of air guns. A lot of great ones, air gun Johnny. Uh, I guess you can. I don't know. I'm trying to think of all of them. I can't think of all the names. That sounds awesome, Cambo Campa. Um, I would think a rifle or a pistol would be good. Well, Cambo Campa, I would love to watch that. I love a good comedy. The one thing I really want to do is, like, if I could make a comedy, I would basically do it. Yeah, I mean, if you put her in a bikini, it would just, yeah, a lot of people would look. But I don't think you want to put your girl out there like that, Aragon Johnny. No, trailer, yeah, Kamba Kampa. It's okay. Okay, put her out in the bikini shooting an air gun. You'll get views. You'll get views. Trust me, from a lot of simps. Clickbait. It's called Clickbait Johnny. That's a good looking idea. Well, if you do put her in a bikini, I mean, you got to do something. You got to. I would say this, Airgun Johnny. You need a particular channel symbol. You know, maybe a logo that you can put on the, maybe put on the bikini. That would help, like Airgun Johnny. You know, Clickbait Johnny. Yeah. Well, Nancy. Well, Nancy, what do you think about my sitcom idea, Nancy, where I reverse the roles of the modern sitcom, where the father is the smart, wise guy, smart, intelligent person, of intelligent guy, and the woman is an airhead. The wife is an airhead. Oh yeah. You're welcome, Airgun Johnny. If you're gonna do clickbait, do it right. You know, if you're gonna do it right. I say, you know. Right. Mhm. Also, Airgun Johnny, you need an intro. You need a really cool intro. Is that you're lacking that to grab people? Okay, you need a really cool intro with some music. You know. Oh, you'll figure it out, Airgun Johnny. You just gotta find the right. I mean, you gotta work with an artist, maybe, or go to an AI program to make a logo. You can get a custom logo made online, have it printed out, and you can get the custom logo on your channel. You also need a custom intro, and that's what you don't got. There going, Johnny. You want to grab people's attention? An intro is what you're going to need. Paul was hilarious. She was. See, my idea is to take that concept and to put it in the modern day, Nancy. You have the father who's wise and intelligent and knows best, and you have the airheaded wife who's always messing up in some way. Well, thank you, Aragon Johnny. Thank you. Bullfrog. How you doing, Bullfrog? How's everything in jolly old England? Yes. Yes, I think I did watch I Love Lucy a few times, and my dad watched that. I think I did. It wasn't really my show. And that being said, awesome, Bullfrog. I love dogs. Dogs are a good thing to have. Okay, we got 7 viewers. Please give me a new thumbs up. Show me some love. Get them algorithms up on this late night moon stream. Oh boy. What a day. Okay. That's good. That's good. That's good. 7 thumbs up. Thank you. Sorry, I got a little silent there. But let's see what else we can do around here. I mean, I know I'm just boring you to tears, but I'll try to cheer things up. Anything good? I had chicken, air fried chicken, vegetables, some fruit. Camo Campo. Uh, well, I've taken the first steps, Airgun Johnny. I've taken the first steps towards that. This will not be easy. This is going to be a long process for me, and there's a lot of dues I got to pay. But the journey 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and I've taken that first step. And I just need to get some things squared away before I even make that big decision to move. I gotta tell you, I got basically okay. I got to do two. Even to get halfway there, I have to do 3 steps. It's kind of like a video game. You don't beat all the levels till the end. You know. So I'm at level 1 now. I'm at level 1, and but I've taken the first step, and I'll be paying some dues soon. Very soon, I'll be paying my first dues, and that's very exciting for me. You know, I'll be paying my first dues. I can't wait to leave this crap hole. I'm sorry, but Maryland is a crap hole state full of drug addicts. Well, awesome, Camo Campa. The final boss is easy. The final boss is never easy, Airgun Johnny. But yeah, there's a lot of dues I got to pay, and it's going to take time. But I've taken the first steps. Okay. I think all my viewers here. I mean, it's really awesome. I definitely will leave a nice comment on Airgun Johnny's new video. Oh boy. Awesome camo campo. Awesome. I don't play much video games these days except for a little game I play as a time killer. Um, I'm gonna make a logo. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome, Airgun Johnny. I would say that the best logo for you to do is like if your name is Airgun Johnny, I would say a guy with an air gun, a guy with like a cowboy holding an air gun would be a good thing to have. Awesome. Now I will say I'm not much of a gamer. Not really. I'm a movie buff most of the time. I have seen a great movie recently. If anybody, I don't like anything that Hollywood makes, but Canada is coming out with some great entertaining popcorn films. I mean, Canada is basically coming out with some entertaining films that are like popcorn movies. They're really fun to watch. Something that, well, Hollywood has forgotten since the '80s in it. And you have films coming out of Canada in an ironic way that are not woke, that are fun to watch. For example, I watched 2 films with Michael Ironside in it. And one of them was Knuckleball. And I watched Knuckleball. Knuckleball is if Home Alone was directed by Wes Craven, pretty much. It's like the horror version of Home Alone. That's pretty much what it is. Then there's another film I watched with the same actor in it, but this time he played a bad guy. He's Canadian, after all. It's a Canadian movie. It's called Turbo Kid. It's a great homage to those 80s post-apocalyptic films that I used to like. Those 80s and 90s post-apocalyptic films. So if you, it's a great movie. It's called Turbo Kid. I'd suggest it. So I'm doing 3. I'm doing 2, like 3 movie suggestions now. Coma, Knuckleball, and now a third one. It's going to be Turbo Kid. Okay, those 3 films are really good popcorn films. Oh, that's because I got the fan on. It's getting kind of warm today. It was a pretty hot day, so yeah, pretty hot, warm night. So yeah, yeah, I know it's moving because the fan is on. Yeah, I know it's moving. The fan is on. It's the fan. It's the blanket's moving. Yeah, I know. The flag is moving. The blanket's moving. It's basically the fan. Joseph, how you doing, bro? How you doing? You've seen this one before, Joseph. I made this out of potato masher. Look at that. This new sharpener, I managed to put a right good edge on it. This new sharpener, I put a really nice edge on this bad boy. Okay. Well, thank you, Joseph. Thank you kindly. Let's see what I can Well, Joseph, I was making some movie suggestions before you came in. I made 3 movie suggestions. Knuckleball, Coma, and a new one, Turbo Kid. You want to see some great popcorn film? Yes. Oh, I could tell some stories, though. Okay, there's a classic stereotype about Walmart, and it's true. And there's been a lot of memes and jokes made about it, about a fat guy or huge fat woman on an electric scooter shopping. It is fairly common at Walmart, and I just think to I made a joke with my friend I made a joke with my fellow workers. I said, that should be the new. There was a big fat, I'm talking like huge woman on one of these electric scooters, and her. Basically, you couldn't see the chair because she was so damn big. I mean, the chair just disappeared around her orbits, you could say, and it was like the sagging, Basically, she took up the more space than the entire like seat on that electric scooter, and I'm talking about this woman was big too, really big, and she's just like riding by on her electric scooter, and it's like something you get used to at Walmart, right? And I'm just thinking, I made a joke that should be the mascot for Walmart, a big fat woman on an electric scooter, because that's pretty much what Walmart is. Or a big fat dude on an electric scooter. It's not it's gender equal on this one, because I've seen big fat dudes on electric scooters as well as the women. So, so that I think that if someone did a Walmart commercial, I think, welcome to Walmart. We accommodate everybody, including this fat ass bitch. I watched Twitter. Oh, you did? Great movie. Have you seen Knuckleball? Oh, you got to see Knuckleball. If you like Turbo Kid, you'll love Knuckleball, dude. Oh, Tube. Well, I watch it on Tubi. Yeah, Tubi. Yeah. You use Tubi as well? Oh man. I watched Knuckleball on Tubi. I've watched like Coma. Coma's a great movie, by the way. Very good original story. Very good original concept. It has a great plot. At least like a lot of great stuff there. Has a great plot. The thing is, these Canadian films, these Canadian independent films, like Knuckleball and Turbo Kid. The thing is about these movies, that I find very interesting, and this is what I find very interesting, is that they're doing what Hollywood used to do: make fun movies. No political correctness. No, browbeating you with, like liberal morality, like in like most Hollywood films today. It's just basically a fun movie to watch. And that's what I like about those two movies that were made in Canada, of all places. It's like Canada gets it. People want to be entertained. They don't want to be lectured. So I cannot stand most Hollywood films. I can't stand them. I don't watch them. I have literally, when it comes to modern films, the only good ones out there are the ones in the indie market. And that's saying, because there's not much, and I've checked the indie market, and there's a lot of wokeness in the indie market. So when you go to the indie market to find a good film, you literally got to basically, like, you're prospecting for gold. You're panhandling pretty much, because you get a lot of great films, out there, but you got to basically they're not they're more like, there's a lot of silt, a lot of like crap around them, and so you got to prospect, you got to like panhandle a little bit. I haven't seen any zombie survival flicks, but yeah, I know that, Bullfrog. So you got to go outside of Hollywood to find a good film, and what I've seen is that Canada really still does great films. I think they've done Hobo with a Shotgun. They've done a lot of things. This is the reason why a lot of, I think, TV series are filmed over there. I don't go to Bollywood, but the thing is that I don't watch most Hollywood films. I really don't. It's the wokeness. It's the basically browbeating you with a message. Hollywood doesn't make any good movies anymore. So you got to go to either you watch the older films, which I do, the older films, the films that were made in their time, like the ones that were made in the 80s and the 70s. Or you go, but if you want to find new films that are original, that are like entertaining, you have to go to the indie market, because films that are made outside the Hollywood bubble, and there are films made outside of Hollywood that are really entertaining, that still have that same popcorn feel, or that same intriguing. Hollywood just doesn't make it. But I'm talking about Hollywood, but I don't. But and that is the solution. Make your own movies. That's the solution, everybody. We're in a time where you can just make your own independent films. A lot of these, I will say this: the films I watch, like Turbo Kid and and basically knuckleball. They don't have a lot of special effects. They're not like big whiz bang. They don't have a high budget, but they got a better story, better characters you can root for. You know, it's like story. They got story. They got character. That's the one thing they got in spades is better stories and better characters. Yeah, a lot of American audiences are saying that themselves. I know that one, Nancy. I understand that one. I mean, yeah, Hollywood makes woke garbage. The only thing I want to see now, I haven't seen yet, is Top Gun Maverick. That's it. Haven't seen it yet, but I want to see it. Yeah, who wants to go there? I mean, you can literally play movies in your house. And of course, no, I wouldn't even. You have to be a child to like that. I don't watch Shrek. No. But yeah, call me old-fashioned, but I like a good movie. And the thing is that you don't get it from most Hollywood movies. Can't stand them. I would prefer the low-budget film, to be honest with you. Back in the 80s, they used to call them B movies. Now the B movies are just called indie films, independent projects. There was a time when B horror movies were actually competing with Hollywood. They were making more money. Low budget horror films were making more money than Hollywood. Yeah, they were competing with Hollywood. They were making a lot more money than most in Hollywood features. So a lot of times Hollywood started making, because of that, Hollywood made their own horror films because of that, which is interesting. Yeah. Yes, I will admit that, Chad. They do have a lot of cheese factor, but I'll put it this way. I prefer the cheese over the woke any day. You know? Thank you, Chad. Thank you kindly. I don't see no Dorian. Dorian? I don't see any Dorian. Dorian. Ah. Nancy, but not Dorian. I have seen those films, Camo Campa. I have them. I have seen those films. Bill and Ted was all right. Zapped, yeah, that was a pretty good film. I did see Zapped again. Yeah, pretty much, that's what it's all about. Um, I would say some of the greatest films I've seen were like 20th century films. I've seen the Conan the Barbarian, the original Conan the Barbarian with Arnold in it. You know, make sure to give me some more thumbs up. Get me up there in the algorithms. But I think you've heard enough about movies and my love of film. Um, that being said, I'm getting tired. It's been nice talking to you, everyone. Remember, when it's late night and the moon is full, that's when that wolf energy is going to flow. Bye bye.